Hello everyone and welcome back to Rewrite. Let's continue. What happened?
ずいぶんピュアな反応ですね。あなた、一体いつからそこで倒れてたんですか?
When did I left school, saw Lucia, and we went to a parfait shop. So that was probably late afternoon. And now it's 4 a.m. I've been unconscious for half a day.
ニュースではテロ組織が犯行声明を出したとかなんとか。
Terrorists?
ガイアという国際テロ組織がやったとかなんとか。よくもまあ、そんな白々しい嘘をシャーシャーと押し通せるものです。何がテロよ。全部奴らがやったことじゃない。
Chihaya's been looking at this for hours. She's built up plenty of anger and sadness about it. But she has no one to take it out on, so she shouts at the sky toward a culprit she doesn't know. It hurts. Because I know who created this hell. If Chihaya knew Lucia was the source of all this, what would she do? I don't want to think about it. Oh yeah, this poison isn't doing anything to you. Normal humans can't possibly survive Lucia's poison.
平気な体を持ってるからです。そんな細かいことどうでもいいです。この町、普通の人の方がずっと多かったのに、町全体を攻撃するなんて。
Chihaya continues expressing her fury. I can't blame her, the whole city's dead. The massive crowds for the Harvest Festival have turned into piles of corpses. After having that burned into her eyes, the only way to escape it would be to scream. I'm sure Santa Ambrosia was no different on that day. But the scale this time is so much bigger. The number of victims always hurt Lucia. This time there are countless innocent victims. How deep a wound have they carved in Lucia's heart? Lucia's cell phone has been off for a long time now. I don't even know if she's still carrying it. But there's still a chance. I get out my phone. One missed call. Lucia? No, it's not her. She's in my contacts list. This is from someone who isn't. But I can guess. It's probably Nishikujo-sensei. In the past, it was impossible to call back a number you didn't already know. But after some debating over whether it could be used for crime or not, eventually things changed and now you can call someone back just from your call history. Will phones still work in the middle of this disaster? Worth a shot. I press the call button and it starts ringing. Oh, it's working.
携帯誰です?
She picked up. Hello? Sounds like she's inside a helicopter or something. There's an insane amount of static coming from her end, but I can still understand her. Apparently Nishikujo-sensei made it out of the city in time. She probably gave up on me since I didn't answer her previous call. Yes, I'm alright. I'm... you know the park near Lucia's apartment? I finally recognize the loud noises behind Nishikujo-sensei's voice. She's in a helicopter. I've been hearing a helicopter for a while. That must be hers. Sensei says she'll come get us.
先生? 誰のことです?
Ah, Nishikujo-sensei. She was a teacher at our school, remember? That's right. Chihaya doesn't know that Nishikujo-sensei is part of Guardian. I basically just told her one of our school teachers is coming to get us in a helicopter. Of course she looks puzzled. Then a bright searchlight suddenly finds us. Everything turns white. 2 helicopters approach us with their deafening noise. Between the searchlight and the dust kicked up by the rotors, we can't even open our eyes. While I cover my eyes, the helicopters land in open areas of the park. Several people get off, all wearing the same full body protection I saw at Santa Ambrosia. I told you her poison doesn't work on me. Oh, Shizuru.
ちょっとしずるちゃん、防護服脱いじゃダメって言ったでしょ。あなたは病み上がりなのに、もう。
You're impressive too. Are you safe from her poison now?
だいぶ耐性がついた。また透析生活に逆戻りだろうが、今夜くらいなら平気だ。それにこの宇宙服 暑い。暑いからって脱ぐ人がいる？ああ、もうせっかく退院できそうだったのに。
Nishikujo sensei, still wearing her spacesuit, holds her head in her hands and complains melodramatically. Seeing them act like that even in this catastrophic situation makes me smile a little.
心配した。無事で嬉しい。
Thanks for coming. As we started chatting normally, Chihaya stands around looking awkward. She probably has no idea why Nishikujo-sensei and Shizuru just got off a helicopter. Shizuru turns around and looks at her. Then she instantly pulls a large handgun out of her pocket and points it at Chihaya.
どうしてお前がここにいる？大鳥千早。両手を頭に乗せて、膝で立て。10秒。
Hey, Shizuru, what are you doing? This is our friend, Chihaya. Have you forgotten her? I notice the other agents are also pointing their guns at her. Shizuru coldly counts to 10.
飛んだ疫病神を拾っちゃったものです。介抱しなきゃよかった。
Exactly. Chihaya was looking after me until I woke up. I don't know what you guys are fighting about, but just put your guns down.
3、2、1。
Chihaya puts her hands on her head after the one, looking annoyed.
はいはい、降参ですよ。ジュネーブでよろしくお願いします。スイスの首都。それはベルン。彼女が天王寺君を介抱してくれたの？
Yes, she did. She saved my life.
どうして彼を？この正気の大災害の中心がこの公園だった。それを調べに来て、ひまわり畑の残骸の中で彼を見つけたの。この正気の中で生きてるなんて信じられなかった。無視するわけにもいかず、つい助けたのが運の尽き。
She shouts a little at me as if I'm ungrateful or something. I don't get that at all.
小太郎は不思議に思わないのか？どうして千早がこの猛毒の正気の中で防護服もなく平気なのか？
え？
私や小太郎でなければ防護服を脱いだ途端に海をまき散らして死ぬ。それが死なない。すごい暴言じゃないですか。死んでる方が正常だと？生きてちゃいけないと？あなたたちの仕業だってのは分かってるんだから。どれだけ死んだと思ってんの？死ねたならまだいい。死に損ねて今ものたうち回ってる人たちだって大勢大勢。
Stop it! This is no time to pick fights. You too, Shizuru. Both of you, stop it! I don't have any problems with Chihaya not wearing protective gear. I'm not wearing any either. And Shizuru, you just took yours off because it was too hot. So how's Chihaya any different?
そうね。そうに違いないわ。ごめんなさいね、大鳥さん。物騒な真似をしたことを謝るから、あなたも許してちょうだい。許せ。はいはい。許しますから許してください。
All of us are on edge in this situation. Nishikujo gestures at the others to lower their guns, and they do, so the tension finally melts. Jeez, why does everyone have such short tempers? Nishikujo-san, what on earth has been going on here? What happened to Lucia?
大鳥さんってルチアちゃんと仲は良かった？良かったかと言われると微妙ですが。
You guys finished that jumbo parfait together?
激辛パフェをもりもり食べてた。うわー、また思い出しちゃった。舌が焼ける。仲が良かったかどうかはともかく、地獄の戦友であることは間違いないです。そういえばそんな話もあったわね。あの日の地位は見てて面白かった。鼻水垂らしながら食べてた。なら今度はあなたが食べなさいよ。水。
Everyone's finally at ease. I knew that parfait wasn't a total waste. It's fine, Chihaya has the right to know what happened.
わかったわ。天王寺君がそれを認めるなら話す。全員慶中。黒板はないから聞き逃さないように。ノート取れない。先生、それはテストに出ますか？
Probably. She's the type who says certain things will be on it, then deliberately puts in other stuff.
あら、なんで知ってるのよ。
Around 2 p.m. yesterday, an extremely lethal toxic gas was released in Kasamatsuri City. Several tourists were in Kasamatsuri because the local harvest festival was meant to start tomorrow, so the number of victims is expected to be huge. Relief has not yet been sent, largely because no one seems to know what exactly the gas is. Not only is the gas extremely lethal, but it takes effect the moment it touches the skin. Therefore, full body protective suits are necessary, but they still aren't sure which suits can protect against it. The prefectural governor has requested emergency SDF. Yes, the gas does possess many of the same qualities as VX. If that's what it is, it'll take about a week before it dissipates. Even if we knew what the gas was, it would be extremely difficult to safely rescue anyone right now. There appear to have been many tourists in the city because of the upcoming harvest festival. We believe more than 100,000 people were in the city, but there is no sign of a rescue operation beginning soon. We do not know if any of them are safe. We've just received some breaking news. An international terrorist organization has claimed responsibility for the gas released in Kasamatsuri City. Do you mean to say that the warning from Gaia was never relayed to the Japanese government? We have over 100 warnings from international terrorists to analyze on a daily basis. Almost all of them are just pranks. The most important part of the war on terror is to never react hastily, no matter what the enemy does, and carefully analyze all the options. Prime Minister, where were you when the gas was released? Weren't you playing golf? Yes, but I immediately returned to Tokyo to discuss how to manage the crisis. We offer our most sincere condolences to the families of the 100,000 who lost their lives. How can you say they're all dead? Most of them are still considered missing. Prime Minister! Prime Minister! We believe this catastrophe was brought about by the Prime Minister's lax approach to crisis prevention. We will make sure he and the ruling party take responsibility for this in the next Diet session. We repeat. At 2 p.m. yesterday, an unknown but extremely lethal gas was released in Kasamatsuri City. The international terrorist group Gaia has claimed responsibility for it on the internet. This unprecedented loss of life is likely to surpass 9/11 as the worst case of terrorism in history. Rescue efforts have been cancelled and over 100,000 people have been left helpless within the city. This just in, the Gaia terrorist organization, which has claimed responsibility for this incident, has just uploaded a warning of a new crime. However, there are sources denying the group's involvement. We are being held prisoner all across the world. We demand that you release the following 112 comrades of ours. If you do not accept this condition, the filthy city will be cleansed by the flames of purification. This is almost certainly a warning of an additional terrorist attack on Kasamatsuri. We do not yet know what flames of purification refers to. Experts are predicting even greater loss of life. Nuke?
風祭り市を放置はできないの。放置すれば周辺都市はおろか、周辺国にまで拡散し、生態系へのダメージも甚大。最終的には数億人を殺すと計算されてるわ。唯一の解決策が核の炎で焼き尽くすことだとバカにしてます。拡散する前の今しかない。その正気をまき散らしたのは誰ですか？あなたたちじゃないですか。テロ組織が犯行声明、でたらめなこと言ってどこまで腐ってんの？地獄へ落ちろ。どこぞのテロ組織が軽々しく鍵に接触しようとするからでしょ。私もこれが仕方のないことだってで済まされることじゃないのは分かってるわ。でもね、今度の鍵はこれまでとは全然違う存在だった。人類の時代を滅ぼす死の扉を開ける鍵だったのはあなたも知っているはず。全世界と全人類を守るために風祭り師はその生贄にされたのよ。何をシャーシャーと。誰が風祭り師をこんなにしたんですか？核攻撃するのは誰ですか？テロのせいにすれば戦争も核も途上国への暴力もやりたい放題。世界は誰が滅ぼすんですか？風祭り師は誰が滅ぼしたんですか？鍵がなぜどうしてこんな時代に降臨したのか、 それを考えたことはあるんですか？滅べばいい、こんな世界なんて。そしてそれを行うのは汚れたあなたたちの手じゃない。
Is it possible to stop the nuke?
夜明けと同時に発射される。どうしようもない。はい、よかったですね。それで万事解決です。で、あなたらはここで何を？滅ぶ町でのんびり遊覧飛行ですか？ルチアを探している。
That's right. Where is she? Is she okay?
無事とは思うが、行方がわからない。気の毒な人ですね、この花さんも。
それについては返す言葉も一切の弁解もないわ。
生まれた時からあなたたちのおもちゃで散々遊び尽くされた挙句、風祭り師毒ガス事件の犯人に仕立て上げられて、その挙句のご褒美は何ですか？この核攻撃は正気を消すためだけじゃない。この花さんごと全てを消し去って闇に葬ろうというだけのことじゃないですか。
Yeah, you're right. Lucia's life, ever since the moment she was born, has been torn apart by someone's insane delusions.
ルチアちゃんの発する毒は地球が死に絶えた世界で大地が吐き出す腐生きるものと地球そのものにとって最も有害だわ。それは鍵とそのジェネレーターであるパワースポットの破壊に最も有効的と判断された。
それでこの花さんを改造して風祭り師を丸ごと正気で飲み込む作戦になったと？馬鹿げてる。
次世代人類プロジェクトは全て闇に葬られたことになっていた。しかしそれは表向きだったのよ。最上層部はルチアちゃんの使い道を知っていてブレンダーを送り込み、ルチアちゃんを対鍵用の生きた正気爆弾に作り変えた。
Holy shit. She hated them now more than ever. Now she understood the real, hidden objective of the Next Generation Humanity project. There had been signs of it. First, why didn't they fire the nuke right away? They don't need Lucia's poison to destroy the key and the power spots. A nuke can do that easily. So why did they want Kasamatsuri to be poisoned first? Why only nuke it after observing the devastation? Second, how did they manage to auto Lucia in such a short period of time? The shelter isn't a research facility. They didn't have the time, people, or expensive equipment they had during the project. So why were they able to auto Lucia so quickly to produce thousands of times more poison? This is supposed to be a desperate attempt to protect the world by preventing Gaia from interacting with the key, but even that's just a deception. They have the technology to destroy the world at any time and survive in the world after it's destroyed. Brenda survived the assassination attempt in Budapest. That's reason enough to suspect that the project's leader, Bartholomew, also survived. After she finished altering Lucia, the Vatican ordered them to protect Brenda so she could be put on trial. So where's the Bartholomew? Why didn't he come to Japan to help alter his one and only successful result, Lucia? Because it never ended. The Next Generation Humanity project is still underway, somewhere. And innocent children are still being sacrificed for their mad fantasies of building a paradise in a post-apocalyptic world.
だから私はルチアちゃんを保護しなければならない。ルチアちゃんだけがこのふざけた陰謀を証言できるのよ。
この花さんには本気で同情します。ひどい体にされ厄介者呼ばわりされた彼女がどんな気持ちでひどい改造手術を受け入れたか想像するだけで怒りをこらえられません。彼女が不憫すぎる。
Thank you, Chihaya, for understanding her. I thought Chihaya was going to blame Lucia for all of this.
私がこの花さんを誤解すると思いました？これでもあの激辛パフェを食べ合った仲ですよ。私は彼女を憎まない。彼女を生み出した本当に邪悪な人々とその環境を憎みます。
I really wish Lucia could hear those words. Lucia can open her eyes now. She can admit that those horrible people toyed with her and screwed up her body and her life. That will probably hurt, since it means denying everything she used to think she lived for. But even though it hurts, you have to take thorns and splinters out eventually. Even if it hurts, just leaving them in will never allow the wound to heal.
おそらくルチアは風祭り師を正気で飲み込んだ後、あの箱舟の核シェルターへ向かうよう命令されてるはず。
最下層の冷凍睡眠装置は彼女を1000年後へ誘える唯一のベッド。さらに彼女には多分あのシェルターの全てにアクセスできる最高レベルのカードキーが与えられてるわ。
それを使えば内部からシェルターを完全封印できる。あれは次世代に文明を伝える巨大なタイムカプセル。完全封印されたら1000年間外部からは誰も接触できない。
What? So Lucia's heading there now?
奴らの陰謀を暴くにはルチアちゃんの証言が不可欠よ。彼女には奴らに復讐する正当な権利がある。私たちはシェルターの前で彼女を待ち続けたけれど、いつまで経っても現れないの。
ルチアが命令を無視し核シェルターに入らないことを自ら選んだ可能性がある。わかりますよ、気持ち。生きてなんていられるものか。それが生まれた時から常に誰かのおもちゃにされた彼女の、一度も意志を尊重されたことのない彼女が初めて見せる反抗かもしれませんね。
To disobey someone. She's right. Maybe Lucia has the right to be a little selfish. Some rotten human beings have screwed with her life for their own selfish reasons long enough. It's her turn to be selfish. She obeyed the cruel order to destroy the town along with the key, because the key would destroy the world. And now she is defying the order to head back to the shelter and lock herself in. Well, I can see why Lucia might not want to live anymore.
小太郎。
Her body was changed so that just being near someone kills them. When she asked for a way for her to be useful, this was the role they forced on her. She was probably told to stop the key from destroying the world, to make it sound noble. But all they really made her do was massacre a city. Now that Lucia's completed that mission, I can easily understand why she wouldn't want to simply leave her fate to chance. But Lucia, if you die now, you're not really defying them at all. You have to live. If you die now, you will just be completing their plan. I won't let you do that. If you really want to defy them, then live on. Live! Lucia has the right to get back at them for ruining her life. She could never taste or smell anything, she couldn't touch flowers or animals, and she was never able to play with anyone. Lucia has every right to get back at them for forcing that life on her. Don't you dare hold it all in. Damn it! Damn it! I take out my phone and call Lucia. Once again, the phone's off. Damn it, pick up! Pick up already!
あなたたち本気でこの花さんを保護して自分たちの不正を暴くつもりですか？ガーディアンのあなたたちがガーディアンと戦えるわけがない。
私たちは悪との戦いに生涯を捧げることを誓ってるわ。ガーディアンだからこそ私は絶対悪を許さないし見逃さない。我らこの身を捧げ盾となり槍となら。
ガーディアンの槍でガーディアンの盾をつこうと？これが本当の盾つく。本当ですね。この花さんを保護すると見せかけて永遠に口を塞ごうっていうつもりじゃないんですよね。
誓うわ。教義の神にじゃない。私とあなたが共に信じる正義に対してよ。あなたは私が正義と良心に従うことを見届ける立ち会い人となればいい。
いいですとも。私もそれだけがこの惨劇で命を落とした人々や仲間たちが報われる唯一の方法だと思います。私も私の友人をもてあそんだ巨悪を許せるほど心広くありませんので。
We need to find Lucia as soon as possible. How long until they fire the nuke?
日の出と同時との情報よ。おそらく午前6時ちょうどだわ。
午前6時ってあと108分。
シェルターへの避難を考えたら30分は差し引くべきね。
So if we can find Lucia in an hour, she's dead.